Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play Team Trivia on Ludio. Team Trivia is exactly what it sounds like. It's a trivia game for teams. And what's going to happen at the start of the game is that you are going to be randomly split into teams, and the teams are going to be roughly of the same size. So in this particular game that we're looking at with 10 players, we've been split into 3 teams, and the red team has 4 players. You can see that they're the red team because their boxes are outlined in red, and there's 3 players on the blue team, that's the team I'm on, and there's 3 players on the orange team. Team Trivia consists of 5 rounds. There's 3 rounds of trivia, and then there's 2 lottery rounds, and I'll show you what those look like in a second. So, in terms of the actual trivia portion, the cool thing about being split into teams is that Ludio automatically puts you in a private conversation with your teammates while you can see everyone's cameras at the same time. So in this particular view, I know you can't tell because of all these koalas which represent players, but everyone will have their camera on, but you will only be able to hear your teammates and vice versa. Your teammates will only be able to hear you. So that way you get the feeling of everyone playing the same game together, but of course you're trying to confer on the answer to the trivia question, and so you can do that in the private conversation. You'll see trivia questions, and one person from your team has to submit an answer. So you have to click on one of these buttons for the answer. All right. Whoever submits an answer from your team first, that's the answer that gets counted. So you definitely want to make sure you talk about it with your team first before one of you clicks on the answer. So don't be too trigger happy. At least decide who's going to click the button once you've decided on which answer you want to submit. So let's play through a few. It's pretty straightforward. So you'll see questions, there'll be a timer counting down for each question, you'll talk to your teammates, and okay, what do we think the answer is? Well, I think the answer is Yerevan. You can see that every team has submitted an answer, and if you get it right, then you win some points, right? This will keep going, and each round has around 8 different questions, and you can see as we're doing these questions that people's points are going up based on whether they're getting the questions right. So that number in the bottom right of your box that shows you how many points your team has, all team members have the same number of points, right? So red and blue are in the lead right now. All right, so fast forwarding a bit, we have now made it to the end of the first round, and now we have something called a lottery round. So let's explain what a lottery round is. In a lottery round, there are 6 prizes in the lottery, and you'll be told what those prizes are. You can see them on screen. So +5, +10, plus 20%, -5, -10, -20%. So you can win one of these prizes, and it will directly affect your score. So how it works is every team decides whether or not they want to participate in the lottery. And if you participate in the lottery, you will draw one of these prizes at random. So you could draw a good prize, like a +5, which will increase your score by 5. You could draw a +20%, which will increase your score by 20%. Similarly, you could draw a bad prize that takes your score down. So participating in the lottery is a risk. You have, a 50% chance of something good or bad happening. So once you see the prizes, every team gets to decide, do they want to participate in the lottery? Again, one person needs to tell Ludio, do you want to participate? So I'm going to say, yes, we will participate. And once everyone has decided, then whoever is in the lottery will draw those prizes. All right, so it looks like we're the only team participating in the lottery, and let's see what we get. Also worth saying that during the lottery, you come out of those private conversations. All right, so we lost 10 points right there and then, and now it's on to the second round of trivia. All right, so fast forwarding a little bit, we're now on the final round of trivia. So we've had 1 round of trivia, 1 lottery, another round of trivia, another lottery, and now we're on the final round. And this final round works a little bit differently. It's a trivia round, but what happens at the start of the trivia round is that each team wagers a fraction of their points. Those points get put in a collective pot. The size of that pot gets increased, it gets tripled, and this pot of points is what the teams are fighting over in this final round. So there's a lot more points up for grabs depending on how much people wager. All right, so let's first go around and wager a little bit, and then you'll see how this final round works. All right, so Team Red is wagering right now. You can wager 1/4 of your points, half of them, 3/4 of them, or all of them. To make it interesting, as the representative of the blue team, we're going to wager all our points. and Team Orange will wager some fraction of their 20 points. Great. So all those points get put in the pot size gets tripled, so now we're playing for 96 points, okay? Now, the other thing with this final round is that it is a lightning round. So because there's 3 teams, this round will end when 3 questions have been gotten right. And the point value of each question keeps doubling. So the first question is going to be worth 1/8 of the pot. Whoever gets it right will get 1/8 of the pot. The second question will be worth a quarter. The third question will be worth half the pot, right? And to get the points for a question, you have to be the first team to answer correctly. So it's a speed round. Even if multiple teams answer correctly, it's the first team that submitted the answer that gets those points, all right? So it's high stakes, it's the final round, there's a lot of points on the line, and speed matters. This is, again, just straight up trivia questions. And when we take a look, so this first one is worth 12 points. This is none. Okay, great. So we got it right, and we got it right correctly, so we will get those 12 points. And then the next question is worth double that, and then the final question is worth double that. All right? That's how you play team trivia. It's a lot of fun. It's super quick. The team dynamic makes it a lot of fun because you have these teammates you can talk to. So hope you like it, have fun, and let me know how it goes. Cheers.